What's going on, everybody? What we have here is your Amazon Fire Stick normal programming. Right when you turn on your Fire Stick, you'll see this screen right here. Um, I'm going to walk you through if there's any troubleshooting problems with your kodi, which is your program that you use to actually watch your movies and your TV shows and everything like that for free. Now, well, naturally, nobody really wants to spend money each month to watch Netflix when you have a program like this and everything's free. So what you do first, okay, once you open it up and you get home with it, you'd want to go down to your settings, which is all the way on the bottom, and you bring it all the way over to systems here. And when you hit systems, obviously what we're doing is setting up your Wi-Fi because you need Wi-Fi to run the program. You go to your network, and obviously I'm already signed in. You hit that, and you just do it like you're signing on to your computer or your phone or anything like that for a wireless connection. So after you're done with that, we'll go back to the main screen so you can see exactly where we're at now. This is the home again. You would go down. This is how you start your program, which is the kodi, which is on the system itself, but it's called something else, but it's the exact same thing. So you'd go down to your settings here. You go over to your applications. This is how you do it every time that you're trying to start the program. This is how you get into it. So you go to your applications, you hit your applications thing right with the remote that comes with it. You go down to manage installed applications, you hit it. Now you bring it down to where you see kodi. This is exactly what I was talking about, the program that you're going to be using. You click it to get on, and you have all these options here. You don't have to worry about anything on the bottom except the first two, launch application and force stop. The reason why I say force stop is because if it ever freezes, just like any computer, and you're trying to exit out of it, you have to like restart the whole program if it ever freezes on you. It all depends on your wireless connection. So you go to launch application, and once you're in your launch application, you'll go to the program itself. That's where it's called TV add-ons. This is the program that you have on the stick itself that I put on for you, that you get to watch your free movies and TV shows. Now you would go over to videos, and the one right here, this is a new one called Ecstasy. Now this right here is the one that's the best one on this system. This is the one you use. You click on it to get your free movies and all your TV shows. When you click on it, you'll come up with this. You have your movies, TV shows, channels, my list, latest movies, latest episodes, tools, and search. Now, if you want to go check out the movies, you click this just to get into it, and then you have your genres, years, people, so on, your list of everything. Now, just to show you how this all works, I'd go down to in theaters, I'd click it. And this runs depending on as fast as your wireless connection is. If you have awesome wireless connection, it'll run faster. If yours is not that great, it's going to take more time. It's just like how computers and everything else is. Now, you would go over to anything you want. Let's say we'll go to, let's move it down so we can get one that's quick. And I tell you on the bottom the year each movie is made and so on and so forth. So we're going to go to, let's say, Dirty Grandpa. You highlight it with the blue box, you hit click on it, and what it's doing is it's pulling streams from the internet from your wireless connection so that it can pull up the movie streams. So it'll take a couple seconds. Obviously, you know how it all downloads and stuff like that. You just look right on the screen, and it'll come up with all your streams. Now, each movie or TV show has different streams. Streams is the thing you go on to here, and it'll pull up. There's HD, 1080p ones, then one that's called moderate quality, and so low quality, and so on and so forth. So here's your streams. So since this movie just came out in theaters, if you look, you'll see it says, I'll bring it down. It says 9 movies, G video, cam. What that means is it's a camera version as somebody did in theaters. And obviously, the best always on top, and you work your way down. If one doesn't work, you work your way down to the next one and the next one until you find the one that works properly. But I'm going to find one real quick for you that's a little older so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'll go down to like, I'll go back real quick, and we'll just go to people watching. Now, sporadically, since it's always connected to the internet, on the bottom where you see it says working, you'll notice that sometimes there's bars that come across the side and say it's updated, it's updated, updated. What it means is it's updating the movies that you have on here, TV shows, and the quality of each one. So after you watch a certain one, like The Martian, I watched tons of times. This was prior to that we came on Blu-ray. It'll have a check saying you watched that already. So I would go, I'd click it just like, you know, everything else, and it tells you on the bottom the year it came out. And you wait for the stream to come up. It usually comes super fast. And we'll wait for it to actually pop up. 2, 3, 4. Sometimes, like I said, it takes longer than, because it's actually streaming, obviously, through Wi-Fi to get your movies onto your TV. So I'll wait for this thing to load, and we'll take it from there. It loads the streams. Now you'll see on the top it says HD. That's HD 1080p good quality. Now if you work your way down, you'll see it says SD. Now SD, like your SD card, that's where I'm assuming that it's coming off of. If I keep going down, I mean, all these are all streams for that movie. So if one doesn't work, go to the next one, next one, next one, next one. Remember, you're getting all this for free, so you got to take what you can get. But everything's free. All you need is a wireless connection. But I'll show you real quick. So I'm going to bring it up. See all the HD ones there? I'm going to bring it up to number 1. I'm going to click it, and it will start up as soon as it loads. And then on the bottom, you'll see it says working. And on the left-hand side, you would see what it says it's about to start playing. So this right here is The Martian. Obviously free. Everything works fine. On your remote, you'll see that you can hit the pause button, and on the top, you'll see pause. It tells you what time the movie's playing, you know, where you're in there. Let's say you pause it and you want to go and you want to check out another movie, but keep it on there. You'd hit your back button, and what it does is it brings you back to wherever you're looking for. Let's say either that or, you know, you just keep hitting back, and even if you want to just take that off, boom, your movie's still on the screen. So now you have that. So I'm going to click back again. So now you get the whole view of what goes on for the movies itself. The other thing I'm going to tell you how to do is there's all those ones on the bottom there. Velocity, Stream All Sources, Royal, We Are, or whatever, Phoenix. Those are all things that have to do with movies and TV shows. All different types of streaming things. But if you go to add-ons down here, this pulls up all these different things you can use. There's stuff for all types, live TV from all around the world. All this stuff, all you gotta do is go to them and you can check them out and have fun with it. It all has different things to it and everything like that. NBA, NHL, everything, pro sports, it streams everything for free. So if you're on the East Coast wanting to watch an Angels game in California, you can go and actually pull it from the internet and order the satellites, and it'll pull right onto your TV. All this stuff, there's Sports Devil, everything's, you know, fun. You can go through this for hours and hours and hours of trying to find everything. So that's your TVs and movies that you can go through. So have fun going through all that. Same thing with music. If you're into music on your TV, you have a party and stuff like that, you got a nice sound system. Instead of looking up stuff on YouTube, you can go to this whole area here as the radio, this, that, or you'd like to do the same thing, go to add-ons, and then it has certain things you can do. Or you can go to Get More, which is probably at the bottom of the other one, I just didn't pull it all the way down. If you click that to Get More there, then it will pull up this thing that it'll show tons of all different ones. It's just going to take a second before it pulls up. Now, the ones that say enabled are the ones you already have. Pretty much you go through it, and some of them are different languages, but you can read on the side what it's all about, what it has, you know, and you can click on it and it'll download into your system, and then you'll have it into your thing. So, and it'll pop up right there, and then that's where you go when you find it, so on and so forth. So that's how you do that whole thing. Now, let's say you don't have to really worry about programming, you don't really have to worry about systems, because that's all stuff you don't really need. Pictures, I've never messed with, so now, just like anything on a computer, things will freeze sometime, and you're like, oh man, I'm frozen. Most of the time, if it freezes, you can always just pull the plug out and plug it back in, and you're good to go again. But let's say it freezes and it brings you back to the main screen, which is, you hit your home button. Let's see what happens if it brings me back. Sometimes once you're in this program, see, it jumps a little bit, but it's no big deal because this, you don't really need that. So if you had to, you go back down to the bottom over here, and you will see the little blue. It'll let you blue. You hit it, and it'll say exit. You hit exit, and it'll bring you back to the main screen. Now, what you want to do when you're back on the main screen, this is going to take a couple minutes because it's shutting down all the programs that are on there. It can take, 15, 20 seconds. You bring it back to here. And if it ever freezes and you can't get it to go again, you go to your settings, go back to your applications, and this is just like trying to reboot something so that you can, so that it refreshes it. So you go back to Kodi, and I go to force stop. You hit your force stop. I'd hit it a couple times, just who cares? I just hit it a couple times just to do it. And then you hit launch application again. And then boom, it brings you right back in. You'll see it pop on just like the first time. And it'll bring you right back to this. And it's fresh, and it's updated, and you're good to go. You'll also notice on the bottom of the screen, you'll see that it also gives you information about certain programs that you already have on your system, that it's recommended for this, or you can go and it's the latest update for this program, this, that, other thing. But yeah, so, and that's pretty much it. If you guys, hope you guys enjoy your free movies and TV shows, and take care. Bye-bye.